Hi friends, welcome to Storytime with Tristan. Today, we're going to read a great story about two dogs, an affectionate Chihuahua named Daisy and a friendly pit bull named Bronson. If you have a dog, a cat, a special pet, or maybe even a pet stuffy, go cuddle up with them and join me for this read aloud. The Adventures of Daisy and Bronson, A Weekend at Paradise Palace by Melonie Carter and illustrated by Cristal Baldwin. Hi, it's me, Daisy. Bronson and I had an adventurous weekend. It didn't start off well because I knew I wasn't going to be with my family. They were going to the beach, and they didn't think that I would like the long car ride. I tried to tell them that I wanted to run along the shore and feel the cool waves of the ocean. Every time they talked about the beach, I would bark, wag my tail, jump up and down, and turn in circles. I did all of that for nothing, because the next thing I knew, Bronson and I were in a strange place with lots of other dogs. There were little dogs like me, dogs as big as Bronson, and dogs even bigger than Bronson. I was so scared that I started shaking and whimpering. Of course, Bronson thought it was exciting because he loves to meet new friends. While I was looking for a place to hide, Bronson had a great big doggy smile. He was anxious to jump into an adventurous weekend at this place with strange smells, strange noises, strange people, and strange dogs. Suddenly, a tall lady with a pleasant voice said, "Welcome to Paradise Palace." Bronson ran toward the tall lady and caused her to stumble. She quickly caught her balance and gave Bronson a huge hug as she laughed and said, "You're mighty happy to be here today." Just at that moment, she looked at me and said, "Don't be scared, Daisy. You don't have to hide in the corner all by yourself. Your family wants you to have a doggy fun-filled time while they are at the beach." I couldn't understand how she expected me to have fun in an unfamiliar place without my family, or how this place could be better than the beach. While the tall lady tried to make me feel better by picking me up, Bronson was having fun. By the urgency in the voices and startled expressions on their faces of the people who worked there, I realized they weren't having as much fun with Bronson as he was having with them. No, stop, they yelled. He was out of control and destroying everything. He wasn't purposely destroying things, though. When he gets excited, he runs and jumps clumsily. Once he calmed down, the workers were gasping for air. One of them looked at the tall lady and said, "Tammy, you could have helped us." Tammy giggled and replied, "I was helping Daisy feel comfy in a new environment." Tammy looked at me and whispered, "I thought it was funny to watch him give everybody a morning workout." Still holding me in her arms, Tammy said, "It's time for Bronson and Daisy to really start having a Paradise Palace good time." She walked over to a door and opened it. Everywhere I looked, I saw things that I love. There were toys, fluffy beds, and delicious biscuits. Oh, how I love biscuits. Now, I knew it was time for me to leap out of Tammy's arms and explore this wonderful place. All of the other dogs were happy to see us. They asked Bronson and me to play games with them. We played fun games like tug of war and hide and seek. After all of that fun, I was hungry, and Tammy walked in the room just in time with food that smelled so yummy. Bronson was hungry too. After he ate, Bronson ran off to find a bone to chew while I finished eating. Bronson loves chewing bones. After I finished eating, I played with squeaky toys until it was bedtime. When I woke up the next morning, Tammy and the other workers came in the room singing, good morning, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, oh, it's a beautiful day. It's time for a morning nature trail walk," Tammy shouted joyfully. She opened the door and we all dashed out into the great outdoors. After running around and chasing squirrels on the nature trail, Tammy gave Bronson and me a bath. Now that I was fresh and clean, I lay in the sun to sunbathe for a while. The warmth of the sun put me to sleep for an afternoon nap. I woke up when I heard a voice say, "Hello, I'm here to get Daisy and Bronson." Bronson heard the voice too, so he jumped up and started to wag his tail as fast as he could. We ran toward the door and started whining with excitement, waiting for someone to open the door for us. When the door was open, we saw that our family was there to take us back home. Bronson and I had fun with our new friends during our time at Paradise Palace, but being back with our family was the perfect ending to a fun-filled weekend. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story about Daisy and Bronson today. One thing I love about this story is that the author actually wrote it based on her two dogs, Daisy and Bronson. Special thanks to Melonie Carter for granting permission to read aloud The Adventures of Daisy and Bronson, A Weekend at Paradise Palace. Make sure to get your own copy of this book and stay tuned for more Daisy and Bronson adventures. Thanks for joining me on Storytime with Tristan. To find out how you can purchase today's book, take an online reading class with me, or learn how you can purchase shirts like mine to help support fostering, adoption, education, and dog rescue, click the description below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on all my latest videos. I'll see you next time for another reading adventure.